Hello everyone, welcome to SQL Repository. I am Saurabh Pandey and today we will install SQL Server on Linux. In our last video, we have already deployed an Ubuntu virtual machine using Oracle VM, and in this video, we are going to use that virtual machine to install SQL Server. So the first command that I am going to run on the terminal is IP space addr, and it will return some of the details, but I'm interested in the IP which is 192.168.29.155. So I'm going to use this IP to connect to different application, connect from different application. You can use this terminal also, but this is not that user friendly. Okay, so the application that I'm going to use is MovaX. So if you want to download and install that application, it is completely free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for this. So you can always go ahead and use this application. So I will click on session here as such, and the host IP is 192.168. Let me check again. It is 29.155. Okay, so 29.155. Then specify username, which is SD, and port number is 22. Click on OK, accept, and provide the password. Yes, and you are connected now. So let me clear this screen first. Now we are going to install SQL Server on this virtual machine. So these are the steps to install SQL Server on the virtual machine, where you will have to register the public repo key using this command. So let me copy this command, go to the app, and we can paste it here directly. It should not take much time, but we will go back to our documentation and we will look at the next command, which is register SQL Server repo. And here you can see I'm registering mssql server 2022, but if you want, or if you are interested in any other version, then you should change it accordingly. So I'm gonna change it to 2019 to use 2019 repo, and I'll copy this command. And here I'm using Ubuntu 20.04, so make sure you are using the right URL. Okay, it is still running. Let it complete. Okay, now it is completed. So let me clear the screen again and paste another command to register SQL Server repo. Okay, it will take a couple of seconds, but should not take much time. So let it give another 5 to 10 seconds and it should be able to complete. Okay, it is completed now. Clear the screen again, and now you will start installing SQL Server, but I will go ahead and update the repositories first, and it's just a good practice. It is not a required step, but we should always update the repos in Linux before installing anything. Okay, so sudo apt-get update is the command. I'll just type this command, sudo apt-get update, and it will take another 5 to 10 seconds to update all the repositories, and after that you can start installing SQL Server. Okay, it is done. So now you have this command here to list all the available SQL Server versions. As we have registered the repo of SQL 2019, so we should see only the versions related to SQL 2019. So let me paste the command here, and as you can see here, these are all 15.0 version which belongs to SQL 2019, but you have many SQL 2019 versions available. So whatever version you want to install, you can go ahead and use that version number to install SQL Server. If you will not use any version number, it will always go ahead and install the latest one. Okay, So the next command is this command. If you will use this command, then it will use it will go ahead and install the latest version of SQL 2019 which is available. But otherwise you can use this command to specify the version number. So if I'll go back, I have different version numbers available here. So let me just go ahead and choose this one and update this command and copy this command, clear the screen and paste it. Okay, so the installation of SQL Server has been started. Okay, it should not take much time. It will have to do a couple of downloads though, so it will still take a few seconds, but maybe in another 25 to 30 seconds it should be able to complete. So we will have to wait for some time and allow it to complete the SQL Server installation. Okay, so 45% will take some time, as I said, but it should be done sooner than later. It should not take much time. So here, after SQL Server installation, it doesn't mean SQL Server is ready for the use. After this, you will have to configure the SQL Server, and after configuring SQL Server, your SQL instance will be up and running, and you can use that instance, start using that instance for your for whatever purpose you have deployed the instance. Okay, so the package has been downloaded. Now it is installing the package. So couple of unpacking, as you can see, and it will go ahead and install those. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this video for a while, and I'll resume this video once this is done. Okay, so now this is done. It did not take much time. Maybe after I paused the video, it has taken another 30 to 40 seconds, and now it is complete. And at the end, you can also see that please run this mssql-conf. So this is very important, and until you will not do that, your instance will not come online. It is not yet configured. So we will go ahead and use this command to configure the SQL Server. So I have this command written here. So I can copy it from here, or I can just go ahead and copy it from terminal. But let me copy it from here. And actually let me clear the screen first and then paste it. Okay, now it is asking what edition of SQL Server I want to install. If I'll give any edition that does not require the license, it will not redirect me for the license. But if you will install any licensed version, then it will ask for the license. So I'm going to install developer version. I can go ahead and install evaluation version as well, which is free for 180 days. But then, to keep on using that instance, I will have to apply the license. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the developer edition. So I will enter 2, which belongs to developer edition here. Okay, let me hit enter, and it is asking that do you accept license terms. So I will say yes. Enter the SQL Server system admin password, which is nothing but SA password. So I'll give some password here. Hit enter. It will ask for the password again. You will have to confirm the password. So now, as I have reconfirmed the password, it has started the SQL Server installation. Okay, so this configuration will take some time, but okay, so this is completed now. Did not take much time, maybe just another 8 to 10 seconds, but it is completed now. So in this stage, your SQL Server instance is up and running. So let me go ahead and use this command, which is sudo systemctl status mssql-server. So it is telling me the status of the service, and it says it is active and running. So we are good here. but we cannot connect to the SQL Server in this terminal right now because we don't, we did not install any tool yet to connect the SQL Server. But we can still go ahead and connect from my laptop because this server IP was accessible from my laptop, as I've already shown you in my previous video, right? So let me go ahead and use the IP to connect this SQL Server instance, which is 192.168.29.155, and as AD authentication is not enabled, so I will have to use SQL Server authentication. So I will use that. I'll just say remember the password. Okay, so it says login field for user SD. That's because I did not add this user yet, right? So let me go ahead and use this user because as a user we have already created. It is always a good practice to disable the SA user, but let's create the another user first, and then we can go ahead and disable this SA user. Okay. Okay, now your instance is connected, and you can take the agent service up if you want, but for now it is not required. So I'm not going to do that. And actually I'll have to enable agent XPs that you already know. So I'm not going to cover this in this video. But I will go ahead and create one more login. So here I'll create new login and login name I'll use SD and give a password to it. So I'm not gonna use the password policy. However, it is not a good practice, but this is just for the sake of the video. So this is always okay. And I'm gonna assign the sysadmin permission to this login. Okay. So let me click OK. Now at this point, as we have created another login, we can go ahead and disable SA login. So let me connect using the new user, which is SD. And I'm connected now. As it is sysadmin user, so it should be able to disable the SA login. So I will go ahead and disable this login here. So I'll deny and disable the login. Click on OK. Now you cannot connect using SA account, which is fine as we have another sysadmin user. Okay, so in this video we have already installed SQL Server on Linux, but we still want to connect this SQL Server locally. I have already connected here to that instance, but I don't have any tool to connect SQL Server. So what I'll do now, I'll install the SQL Server tool to connect the SQL Server instance. Okay, so for this you will have to again register the repo key, then register the repo itself, and then you can go ahead and install the tool. So let me copy this command to register the key. Okay, this is done. Now the next command is to register the repo. This is also done. Now you can go ahead and install the command line tool, but as I have already told you, it is always a good practice to update the repositories before installing any new software or any new tool. So I will go ahead and update the repo first, and then I will go ahead and install the command line tool. So paste, it will do the update. It should not take much time. I'll go back and copy the command to install the command line tool. Okay, it is taking some time. Okay, now it is done. So let me clear the screen and paste this command to install mssql tools. Okay, so give y. So now the installation of the command line tool is started, and once it will complete, you will be able to connect SQL Server locally using command line tool, which is nothing but SQL CMD. So I'll accept the license term Now it is unpacking the packages and installing the tool. So I'm expecting it to take another 10 to 20 seconds, not more than that. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me pause this video and I'll resume this video once it is done. Okay, so it is complete now. So we can go ahead and try to connect our SQL Server using command line.